Communication. It's everywhere. Without it, we can't even expect a smooth flow of life. Either it is internet, telephones, education, or social one, etc. We communicate to understand the values of cultures, behaviors, things, movements, etc. And it is the first thing that we can count when it comes to evaluation of life. With word communication, we understand visible, audible, or notable gestures. But it's not just all about. Communication is tacit, and we have invented the name of gestures. For example, we communicate through speaking, and we have named it as language. Now it's all about a communication that can have gestures. But if I say there is a communication exists that didn't show any gestures, but do exist, these communications happen between life and their resources. For example, how an entity just missed an accident, how you have got perfect wife, why you chooses that car, why you see unexpected dreams and suddenly they stop coming. These are all results of communication that signifies what going to happen in your time circle and what best result is available right now at your own information speed, and we knows it as secondary energy of an entity. Since everything is emitting energy and dying with time, for living it has to earn resources, and for resources it must know the correct path. So with each demand an energy emits, the energy collects information about entity through which it is emitting and hits a best matched information or resources in time cycle and get returns with a correct path. In simple word, secondary energy is the way to demand with what entity wants, and then it provides the correct way to reach there. So what would be the definition? Secondary energy is a process of path information index that helps first info to find its next cell, event and existence by releasing energy for the energy field and information generating, and get receive the result or path to the result having maximum number of cells matching with it in time circle. So everything is communicating with its resources they really want in life, and it's just not limited to an active entity, but passive entities do communicate to find best matches of information to reach an existence. Consider this example. Suppose we are solving an objective type question that has 4 options. Here only one option will lead you to successfully solving the question, while rest of 3 will lead you to the failure. Since I said earlier, everything emits energy to communicate, and so do this question and options. The energy emitted by question will return many energies bundles from time cycle that got best answer out of them when already exists in the options. In the above question, if you break down it, you will find many alphabets, few words, while a single sentence and each have a value exist inside your mind. That is, alphabet A has a meaning fixed in your brain. When it gets grouped with a word that is apple, gets a meaning that also has a fixed value in your brain. So many value makes a meaning. If you change the value, meaning won't get changed, only it will replace previous value with the new one. But it must change values in all information traveling representing same previous value towards this meaning, or else the new value will become a fake value. So values are identification tags towards a resource through which an entity can communicate. With many millions of years, life has collected many values and becomes information towards any possible threats, rewards, angel and evil entities. So when it gets the information about co-travelers, entities in same time cycle and possible threat by applying logical connection building on available information for the value it holds against incoming energy. In that way, first info of an entity gets to know which thing or entities would be better while which not, or what going to happen in later life. Properties of secondary energy. Open exploration. When an entity born, it needs to know its existence and path to reach there. Path information index of an entity or pindex, which is a pool of energy that contains all forbidden and possible threat information ever happened during evaluation, emits full energy having information about all imaginary information first info got during the drilling process, or information provided by time to let it travel for a cause. In this case, entity gets fully open in an entire time cycle that contains even one cell of this imaginary information. Once this energy hits its existence, return with a path while other cells information results entity if found this information useful in later life. A fraction of energy field of these information get attached with this returning energy. In later life, the same entity will match the same information or result once it reaches at a specific speed. Second one, partial open exploration. When an entity switch into different time cycle or about to switch in another time cycle, Pindex explore it for the way of necessary cells that were defined earlier by an existence under open exploration. It calls partial exploration because here Pindex only explore an entity for its available or necessary imaginary information. In this case also a fraction of wanted or unwanted energy field may get attached. Partial exploration may happen many times during journey. Third one, close exploration. Close exploration is never-ending process of Pindex. In such exploration, Pindex only use secondary energy for either look for a specific or best result for the available real information, or to provide a shield over first info's information, or to hide first info's energy field from unnecessary entity meeting, while allows all other energy field to communicate if they found useful for an entity itself in later life. Fourth one, calling. When an entity gets stuck in zero territory space or the place in the time cycle where speed becomes very slow in respect of primary information, or information which defined an entity in outer world, or get explored towards a highly intensified threat because of an event, entity calls other entities using secondary energy to fill all the necessary energy gap between both information, that is low intensity information and high intensity information.